And welcome to our show, guys. Today is Friday, July 2nd. Huh? We are very close to one of the biggest holidays in the United States.
July 4th, Independence Day.
Yes.
Are you going back to Brazil? Or are you going to stay here?
And I welcome you guys here. So if you are new here, you guys know what you have to do. Click on this button, subscribe on our channel, be part of what we do. Try to watch this show until the end. I know some of you guys, maybe you're going back home right now, maybe you're rushing doing something else, and then you can watch the show later. But watch the show until the end, because we have lots of position, new openings, and we need people right now to join on board. If you are new hire, if you have your C1G visa ready, we might look for you, depends of your position, but culinary mostly, you know.
Schengen visas, lots of culinary.
Guys, there's lots of opportunities going on right now. So please stay tuned, because we're going to roll all the positions. And today, this can be your day that you say, oh, I found my job.
There it is, there it is. You got to apply in order to get a job.
That's it. So don't forget, click on the button to subscribe on our channel. Put your comment below, where you're from, you want to work on a ship. And if you're working on a ship, which cruise line is that? So,
you know, every week as well, we're going to have new positions, because there are so many positions becoming available. So, guys, as Eduardo says, do subscribe so you'll be notified every time we release something. We do release 2 or 3 things throughout the week, but every Friday, of course, we have the Town Hall show, and there's where we announce the positions live.
It's so great to talk about, you know, the openings, like positions available, and we have lots of position available. That's great.
That is. I love it as well.
Yeah.
Today's show is a little bit different. We're, you know, not only are we excited about going back, and we're excited about the pandemic, especially in the United States, that is slowing down, but also the pandemic is not slowing down in some cases. In some places. We have a surge in Indonesia, which is a place that's very close and dear to our heart. We have a picture here, and we want to take a second and just do us a favor. Stop what you're doing and have a look at this picture.
This is her.
While you're looking at these pictures, we have we've lost a very important family member here at CTI, and the baby that you see is Bira, and the baby belongs to many people know from our office, a young lady named Tara, and this is Tara's baby.
So sorry, Mr. Church. So sorry, Tara. And as you guys probably know, she has been part of the transformation of many people's life. She's been working with Apollo, helping process you guys, put all your documentation together, send you guys on board. And right now she's trying to recover from her loss. So our condolences goes to Tara, to her family, and
for the baby, right? So
rest in peace, and God bless us.
Yes, so. God bless from the entire family here at CTI.
And I know that many of you guys, you're going to say many because we talk worldwide, you know, you might lost someone from your family or relative or someone that you know, a friend, and you might feel hurt. But as you guys can see, we have people that is going through a lot, and we still here, guys, standing. And I know that this is not easy at this moment right now. Some of people, they are complaining because they lost their jobs, they lost money, revenue. But for those who lost people, they're not gonna come back forever, and this is a big pain. But
so we want to thank Tara for all that she's done, and she's dedicated to come back to CTI. So all you guys, it was so funny. I was talking to one of the guys from Apollo yesterday, and he says, "Oh my God, everybody knows Tara because she's part of the CTI family who helps get all the Apollo people together, whether it be Apollo, Virgin, Morella." She's there, she's doing the reports for us to make sure that we can get you back on time. And many of you have her WhatsApp number, so you may want to reach out and just pass on your condolences to her, and we really look forward to having her back.
Yeah, let's...
we also want to remember there's some more staff at CTI, and we have Mr. Eddie Iskandar and Mr. Rizwan, who is out of the office as well. If you're from the Jakarta office,
yeah, guys, let's take this serious as we've been talking here, and right now I think it's some numbers increase in Indonesia, right? So basically at the very end of, let's put this way, lots of people getting COVID. So continue protecting yourself. Let's use this as example. This pandemic, it's coming here to teach us something, and we are preaching to you guys over and over, and use your mask, protect yourself, try to respect this social distance, because you guys have family as well, you guys have your life, you guys have your dream to return back to the ship. And if in the very last minute you go do your PCR test and you find out you have a COVID, so you're no longer going to be scheduled for that period to return. So protect yourself. This is extremely important.
Also part of the CTI family is Taylor. It's our CFO who works here in the office, and he recently lost his father. It's not COVID related, but when we lose anyone in our family, of course, it's very, very difficult. So our condolences to him and his family as well. Moving on to headline news, and usually we try to keep a very upbeat atmosphere here because we are excited about jobs, we are excited about people returning to work, but we also must face reality. And in Indonesia, and this video comes from Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera is a big network throughout Asia, and the pandemic is hitting Indonesia. So let's watch this.
I miss her. She was healthy. Her pregnancy was normal. And suddenly, she's gone. She was 8 months pregnant. We asked if they could take out the baby. They said they cannot. There were no contractions. We were hoping to save the baby or the mother. Thank God if both could make it. But they said there were no contractions. The mother died first. Then they checked the heart of the baby. After a few minutes, the baby died too.
During Ramadan, it was quiet. We only had 17 to 18 patients. But then the cases surged. It started in early June. I myself also got hospitalized. I was surprised to see the surge.
kekhawatiran udah pasti.
We're worried about COVID. We're only human. But we have to do what the boss asks us. So we do it. For example, if we have to dig 50 graves today, then we have to finish it. We don't want to disappoint the families of the deceased.
Last strategy, they have to establish like a field hospital, if necessary, with coordination with the army or the police. Human resource will be another challenge, With the existing doctors or paramedic or the nurse at the hospital, it might not sufficient.
For that video. And guys, we again can only say be careful, take care of yourself. There is a surge going on there. We're here to the cruise jobs, and jobs will always be there. You know, their cruise lines are expanding and things are looking up on this side, but it's most important to take care of everything on your side. You know, going to the cruise industry, we also want to show you something else is, you know, it's so great when the cruise industry steps up and helps out. And you may remember last week we talked about this, and this happens to be one of the buildings that collapsed in Miami, and it's again a horrible site here. But Royal Caribbean has stepped up and sent one of his ships, one of their ships, I should say. Michael Bailey has stepped up and said that they would send one of their ships, and it's the Explorers of the Seas. It's docked in Miami, and the first responders and many of the people who are helping in this event, Royal Caribbean has put their ship there. There's 600 people. They've even brought on the dogs and everything else to help out here. So congratulations to Royal Caribbean, Michael Bailey and his staff for stepping up and being part of the rescue efforts. Okay, moving along, guys. And, you know, we like to be in touch with what's happening. Something that's going on at CTI, which you're going to see a lot of, is we're going to have new branding, we're going to have new positions available, and this is the start of something we're doing. So if you're going to be looking for a job, you're going to be seeing this quite a bit, so take a second and have a look. Goals here, of course, at CTI is to keep you employed no matter what's going on, right? So you want to come and register, even though you may not be looking for a job now. It's register, because when those jobs become available, you want to be the first to know. So, you know, we've got lots of positions. We're going to talk about some of those today.
Yeah, so guys, right now we are looking immediately to place people mostly for the culinary. As you guys probably know, culinary is the number one seeking from cruise line employers. And if you guys are maybe planning to work on board, you already have your C1G visa done, maybe you already work in some cruise line, and maybe you'll try to change, maybe you want to say, you know what, this year I want to bet something different. I believe that I'm capable to pursue a career in a different environment, different standards. We are looking for people with this profile, but people with experience, people that can bring a solid knowledge and then share with team members, be part of something big. So we have our website where you guys can go right when we finish this live here, cti-usa.com, and then you can type on searching and then put your position. Are you a cook, you a CDP, you a chef, you a sous chef? So no matter which position you're looking for, food and beverage, deck and angel, which is we are looking, and we have final interviews this month, Mr. Church.
Really?
We have final interviews for deck and engine, like electrician, plumber, carpenter, so wiper, oilers, greasers. So all those positions, guys, go to our website and apply. Put your resume there. Let us know which when we always give a field where you guys can put a little description about your current status. So, hey, I have experience, so I have documentation is ready, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to join. And why we are saying that doesn't mean that we are not going to take people that does not have the documentation, but we are giving preferences for those people who does have, because as you guys know, right now the embassy has all the fluctuating of people that want to join immediately.
Right,
and
exactly.
Lots of people waiting for, if you already have your documentation done, so you're going to be able to join immediately, right? Don't forget, guys, go to our website, CTI-USA, as you guys can see here on the screen. We have this search. You can put your category, which is your department. You can put your job, and we have jobs for Region 7 Seas, Virgin, Carnival, Marella, Oceania, and so on. So I recommend you guys definitely to do that. That's what we are here for. We are looking for position. We are looking for placement. We want to place you guys, give you guys the opportunity to help your dreams come true.
You know, there's over 500 positions, or actually 500 entries there. But just because there's 500 entries, you know, for example, there may be a baker, but we may need 20 bakers, right? There may be butchers. We may need 10 butchers. Waiters, we may need 100 waiters. So again, guys, it's real important that you get to the website and register. You know, there's some great news today, and we're happy to share that. Christine Duffy from Carnival Cruise Line released a video about a week and a half ago, and it is just flying off the wall. That's an English term for it's very, very busy. In our YouTube page, and it's a major update, and this is for team members. So if you're one of the Carnival team members, be sure and have a look at this. This is really important stuff, and actually it's for the cruise industry.
Good day and welcome to another edition of The Executive Outlook. Today we once again welcome the President of Carnival Cruise Line, Christine Duffy. Let's join now as the exciting story of the cruise industry and Carnival Cruise Lines unfolds.
Hello to all of our Carnival team members. I want to talk with you today and share some updates because, as you know, things are moving quickly, and finally, they're moving in the right direction. I hope all of you had a chance to watch the video of Mardi Gras' arrival to Port Canaveral last Friday on June 4th. It was a very exciting and emotional day for everyone who participated. Mardi Gras is an incredibly beautiful ship, but what was most significant about her arrival was that it symbolizes the return of cruising here in the United States. We are hard at work getting 4 ships ready to sail in July, with 4 more ships that will come online in August, and we'll have more information to come in the weeks and months to follow for the rest of the fleet. For our shoreside team, it means a lot of work to address numerous staffing and operational decisions and execution. Itinerary updates, evolving protocols, with many other tasks for our shipboard teams who continue to maintain the ships and get them ready to welcome back Carnival guests and to welcome you back, our Carnival team. Now for our team waiting at home, that means bringing back to work just as soon as we can. We are manning the ships that are getting ready to sail in July as we speak, which includes Carnival Breeze, Horizon, Miracle, and Vista. We've also made the decision to sail only with vaccinated guests for this initial round of sailings. Given the CDC's guidelines, we believe this is the best way for us to deliver an enjoyable guest experience to everyone on board. Now, this was not an easy decision given the large volume of families with young children who typically sail with us, especially in these summer months. But as the guidelines continue to evolve, the number of cases come down, and more people get vaccinated, we'll continue to evaluate our plans and protocols. The August ships will be announced later this week, and as we work to move rapidly, we are also finalizing the plan to fully man the ships that will return through November. I've been able to make ship visits this past month, and I have to say it's been wonderful to be back on board. While it's not the same to be on a Carnival fun ship with no guests and only 125 crew, each and every visit has been fun and certainly emotional for all of us. We've also been hard at work getting all our onboard team members vaccinated. We have told our guests that for the initial startup, all of our guests will need to be vaccinated, and the CDC is requiring that 95% of our crew also be vaccinated. Many of our destinations will also likely have requirements about crew vaccines. Now, I'm very pleased and encouraged to say that achieving this 95% should not be a problem for Carnival Cruise Line. We've had a great response from teams on every one of the ships in the fleet that we have provided vaccinations for. And so for those of you waiting at home to join, I hope you'll take care of all the paperwork as quickly as you possibly can, medical exams, visas, other documents. And if you're able to get a vaccine at home, please do it, because we realize that the distribution of the vaccine is still getting started in some countries, but if you can get and come to the ship fully vaccinated, you will be protected during your travel, and you will also have a shorter quarantine period once you join the ship. If you're not able to get a vaccine before you leave home, we will be ready to vaccinate all team members upon joining. Throughout this pause, we've been dedicated to the health and safety of our guests, our team, and the communities we visit. That commitment has not changed. And with your support, we will soon be able to say, we are Carnival and we are back. Thanks, everybody.
Moving rapidly is the call of the day. As Christine says, please make sure you are ready with all documents and government requirements to leave your country. Please stay safe and be sure to subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on, and give us a like so you will be the first to receive the latest updates.
ready, get your documents ready. This is something that CTI Group has been preaching for, 6-8 months? But now you hear the big boss say so. So it's most important you get those documents ready. And what's going on with the Maritime Challenge? I want to enter.
No, I'm looking for this $1,000 for the first place. Right?
You?
Yeah, for $1,000 for the first place. I don't want an iPhone. I want the money.
The money,
Yeah.
cash in hand. Give me the cash.
Guys, listen, you're missing a huge opportunity, right? If you have a talent to do something behind the scenes, right? Maybe it can be even your job. You like to make drinks, right? You like to do something that you're already doing and making money on it. You can make even more.
You know, this is the cruise ship challenge, right? If you work on the ship and you do your job, have someone video you, come and say hello. Say, hello, CTI, I want to be part of the Maritime Challenge.
Yes.
Something simple. It doesn't have to be a big, long, drawn-out video.
Go to our website and you can register there. We have one page only for the Maritime Challenge.
Yes.
It's a beautiful page. You can go there. You can submit your video, guys, and we're going to present your video here. Because the Maritime Challenge 2021 is on, and we're looking forward to see your video. We're looking forward to present your talent here, and you might end up winning the first place, which is $1,000. But total, we have $4,000 in prizes. Can I apply it like 2 or 3 times?
Maybe I just keep it.
No, I can apply 2 times. You know what? I'm going to create a different persona.
Yeah?
Yeah, maybe one day I can come as Eduardo. They can put some wig and then make.
Yeah, I hear Eduardo's sister's in town.
No, they make some different persona, different guy, and then apply 2, 3, 4 times, and I can win both level, 3, 4 levels. Make maybe 2, 3.
Yeah, and this is not only cruise ships, right? This is cargos, tankers, oilers.
And no matter what you do, good.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Dancing, telling jokes. I've been watching a lot of comedy people, and they know how to tell jokes. Maybe you want one of those. Bring some joke here, right? Let's
absolutely.
Laugh. I know that real things we have to talk about just to make sure that we are giving the person the attention that they deserve. Like we just was talking about sad things here, but we also want to laugh. We also want to bring that joy. And you're that guy, you're that lady who knows how to tell jokes. Guys, prepare something nice.
But you know what happens? But this is also what happens. We've just had 300 crew depart Bali last week.
Wow.
They got on a plane, and thank God, and again, congratulations, even though the pandemic's going on and it's rising in Indonesia, our offices got together and put everybody on a plane in Bali, and actually there was 30-something hours in flight to get here. They're landing in Miami. I believe they're coming in
30
today.
hours?
Yeah, it's by the time you go around. Actually, it was a charter flight, so they went to a couple different places, but that's a lot of flying.
Yeah.
So you know what happens, especially with the young people, they document everything. Selfies here, selfies there, do this. Use that video.
Yeah.
Use that video. Submit it to the Maritime Challenge.
Let me show you guys my trip to Miami. And guys, whatever you want to do it, just make nice, put your heart on it. Go to our website, CTI-USA. We have one tab waiting for you. On one page, Maritime Challenge, you submit your video, and we're going to present your video right here.
And you know there's going to be 14 days of quarantine once you get to the ship. If you're in quarantine and you're in a passenger cabin and you've got a balcony, you tell me you can't sit there and say, hi, this is my video. I'm in quarantine and I'm on this ship and this is what I do. Submit it. Submit it. We're going to play it on the air. So get to it, guys.
Let's move it.
All right. Coming up next, the Virgin Voyages is on the move, and people are excited. They've actually, this video was released last week, and I sent it to a couple staff, and of course, it shows the energy. It shows part of what Virgin Voyages is all about, and many people are excited. Guys, have a look at this video. It's a lot of fun.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. You know when they click through, try to send this possibility.
And you can see the energy level. I will definitely, and I'm going to have to book that cruise for my birthday.
Oh yeah, I'll just make sure I have a cabin there. So I want to say a shout out to Mr. Sedana he's a director of OTC Nusa Dua. Let's see who is on our chat here. We have Agung Prayadua from Bali, Nusa Dua, OTC Bali. We have Yoga waiting the LOE, right? She's waiting the LOE to return.
We're going to talk about this in a few minutes as well, is that since there is a rise in certain areas, the offices are now doing things online. So you can't rush to the office as we did before. So please check with the office and look for the online documentation. There are preference to going back happens to be all of the repeaters first. So if this person has all their documents and all they're waiting for is the LOE, and the reason I say that, when we were coordinating to get this plane, off the ground, everybody says, I'm ready.
Yeah, she said, I'm ready.
Yeah, and then they said, I'm ready, and guess what? The medical wasn't finished. They may be ready, but your medical has to be finished. Right. Your all passport has to, everything has to be ready.
Cruise and Travel says, hi everyone, take care.
Hi, Cruise and Travel.
Judy Labus, praying for all countries.
Hi, Judy, thank you.
So, Puturaka, I hope you'll send me soon a possible LOE, another one waiting for LOE.
There you go.
Same answer for you guys here. Niwayan, good morning, good evening. Good morning, good evening, because depends on which side of the world you are. Let's say here, lots of people saying good morning to Nick, good morning to Hacking. Another one, our document completed. Aguns.
Good stuff, good stuff.
I get that. Good morning. Lots of people saying good morning.
Hello, Judy and Luther out there as well. I see your comments. Thank you so much for providing that. That's my Aunt Judy.
So I see here Mr. Gusti, right, working with us right now. He's screening lots of people here. He say, rock Mr. Upchurch and Eduardo.
Hey, Gusti in Bali. So hello there. And hello to all of our friends around the world, right? Anyway, one day we're going to have a call in here. We're going to have people just call in live and say hi. There's this guy from Trinidad. He's a DJ. He is always there, right? And good for him. So as a DJ, we're going to get him on board, and maybe he can play a few songs for us.
Okay, guys, as we are mentioned here, we are hiring right now. We have lots of position, and just so you guys know, behind the scenes, we have people presenting to Virgin. They get approved here. Housekeeping, people from culinary.
Guys, a bunch this week, right?
Yeah. Actually, we are not like shout out to the war like the Virgin is hiring right now, but they are hiring.
Right.
We've got orders. We have just to don't tell anybody. I'm just telling you guys here. Don't tell anybody.
It's like exclusive for our listeners,
because it's many things that's going on, and we don't want to kind of.
Well, we can't overload the offices, right? Because as they work really hard to get the people to go back.
If we say that loud, oh my God.
Rush, everybody's inside.
But guys, one of the things that is I want to give you guys in a rack here, I want a tip. So when you apply for a job, make sure your resume looks really good. And when I say resume looks good, it's not you have to put a bunch of colors in your resume.
No. Keep it simple and classy.
But resume good is like resume with lots of details. If you work on a place, okay, tell me the position, the time. Maybe you want to talk about achievement that you get on that location, and then you put about your duties, responsibilities, things you were doing there, like more information. Give you a good resume. If I start to read your resume, I say, okay, I like this guy. Let me talk about it. And I have things to ask you. I have things to know more about you. But your resume is very superficial. If your information is very vague, so that is very difficult.
Yeah,
to
be
judge
personal. Don't just be so generic, right? Generic, anybody can.
Okay, I do cleaning, sir. Okay, but how you do it? Like everybody want to know how, because the difference between one professional to the other is how, the way they do it.
And look at all the culinary people, right? They make all kinds of sauces, and again, if you have pictures of things you've made, if you have you in your uniform, attach it to your resume. Very important.
Yeah, you guys, some people that work in the lane, work in the 5-star hotels, you go maybe work for a huge hotel, but they're never going to be as huge as a cruise line. And a cruise line, they have a different section. They have a CDP for each, one section only for the hot, one section for sauce, one section for meat, for fish, and so on. So can you imagine how much experience can you get to work on board?
Huge. And you get to travel, you get to go around the world.
And just so you know, it's like extremely organized. So because it's that organized, you have to be very specific. So when someone starts to talk to you, they can see you. I can see you working right here. Don't be like vague. Oh, I'm a CDP, so be specific. I'm passionate about this. I specialize myself on this, and give me those details in your resume. When you apply for a job, of course you can be open for all the opportunities and offers, but be a person who is like, I know what I want. This is my position. I'm applying for this, and that's what I can get this job because I have these skills. Like, be very, very determined.
Specific, yeah, sure.
Don't be like, okay, I'm here. Tell me what you got from me. No. Be more aggressive in order to be better evaluated, right? Like someone is going to evaluate with professionalism by seeing that you have a good resume and good background. So we have a video right now.
Well, we do, but I want to talk about, we have Go Video coming up in a moment. We're just going to put it up on the screen. But, when you're doing your video, guys, I've looked at a lot of the videos as well, and I see people looking down at their paper.
They're reading
So,
something.
again, look straight into the camera. Remember, you're talking to someone. That camera happens to be a person on the other side that's looking at you. You know what you do better. You don't have to sit down and write it. Maybe you want to give yourself hints, but put your notes right in front so you're looking straight at the camera. If you're sitting down just reading it and this and this and this, they're going to be like, okay, this guy doesn't have much personality, or young lady. So yes, but we do have a video coming up because we are looking for beverage staff, bartenders, waiters, waitresses. Let's go to the video, guys.
Let's do it.
And there are lots of them. If you haven't applied yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go Video is the way to go. You go to our website. Go Video is right there for you to just sit and practice and practice and practice until you get it right, till you feel comfortable. Go Video, Eduardo.
Yeah, Go Video is the new source that we are using. As you guys know, it became impossible to do one-on-one physically, like personal interview, because of this pandemic. But as we are evaluating you guys and then see your capabilities should be present to one of the cruise line that we work with. So, of course, it's not only about your knowledge, but it's the way that you also communicate in front of a camera. Some people, they're really good and they might be approved when they go a physical interview because they're good, that they can be better, on themselves. But right now, unfortunately, you have to be through a camera, and we have this go video. When we watch you, when we start to check your capabilities, we are also saying, can this guy make going through a Skype interview, a Zoom interview? And because I know you have knowledge, but sometimes if your knowledge is only in your head and you cannot deliver that, okay, we do some coaching, we can talk to you for 1 or 2 weeks, but if it's going to take too long, so unfortunately we have to wait until we present you. And the recommendation here right now is like, start to practice how you're going to present yourself, how you're going to present your skills, because all the interviews, not only for Carnival, Virgin and Apollo, but all the cruise line right now, they are hiring people through a online interview camera. So you have to be good in front of a camera. Make sure, remember again, make sure you invest in yourself a little bit. Go buy a lump bulb like for $1, putting right there, right? When if you have to buy a lapel, do it. Right? If you have to buy, this guy, you're not gonna invest
from your friends.
Yeah, you're not gonna invest more than $30. And I'm just saying here on the worst situation, because most of the time your device is gonna be enough. There's a good audio here, and you guys can do well. Practice, invest in yourself. Make sure you have a suit, make sure you have a jacket if you're a chef and you use your head. Make sure you present yourself properly. Do not say, oh, this is very casual, I'm gonna be talking to them and from my home, it allows me to just, let me just sit here and then say, hey, what's going on? So don't take this seriously, right? Because little details, it can help. I say, let me check this guy, he's very professional.
I would say if you went for a real interview, if you went to a hotel, or if you came to a cruise line interview, would you come in a t-shirt? No, and just because you're at home, you're in a t-shirt, you want to present yourself as a guy who wears a t-shirt, or that's just not the right thing to do. Professional. We may be in a casual atmosphere, but now you're presenting yourself.
You know what happened? 2 years ago, I went to Lombok. If you guys watching us from Lombok, a big shout out to you. Lombok is a city very close to Bali. It's
an island.
It's an island, like 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Actually, less than 30 minutes. It's like
Up
20,
and down.
30. It's just from here to Miami. I think same thing. And I went there and I was giving a speech for some people that are about to be presented to Carnival back then, but some students also come and join in, and it's always good to have some students. And talking about students, we have lots of people more to see. You guys are late today. Want to see you guys start on time. But
JAKARTA. Come on, Indonesia.
and what happened is I was talking with some students and they say, oh, I want to work with Virgin. And back then I saw the English was spectacular, like it's a fantastic English, and I said, oh my God, you're so good. If you would have 21 years old, I would be able to present you right now. Because actually when Virgin just came, they came with the idea, we're going to hire people with 18 years old, but you need to have an amazing personality. And I said, okay, 21 years old, you're going to be amazing. You know what happened? The other day I was watching the Our Go video, and the guy just came in, he said, hey, Mr. Eduardo, I hope you remember me. You told me one day to do this and this, and now I'm working. And he's ready, guys. He's ready, and I just approved him.
Great,
I'm gonna present him.
Great.
He's going to start his career right now.
Really?
We're going to present him. He's ready.
Okay.
Like, it's someone that is working on themselves for at least 2 years. Oof. And when I met him, he was already good. He didn't have experience, but he was already good.
Yeah, Virgin now is 21. It's 21 for Virgin.
I forgot your name, by the way, but if you are watching right now, you know that I'm talking to you.
And you may wonder, why? Because, there's still a lot of repeaters to go back. What we're going to talk about next is there are 141 cruise ships that are going to start sailing in July. And July is in just a couple days. So with all of these ships coming back, you can imagine there's many people. We said last week up to 30% of the crew are not going back because of whether they want to stay home families, and they have many other jobs as well. So we have a lot of positions open. If you think you want to go to a cruise ship, now is the time to apply. Because, for those who have documents ready, it can go very fast. You can still apply if you don't have your documents ready, because sometimes it can take a month or two to get all your documents together. But start planning now. Don't wait till the last minute and say, oh, I think I want to go, right?
Of course.
Time is very important.
So I see here the students from OTC, they just joined. Let's invite them to be part of our Maritime Challenge. And I say, guys, if this was made mostly for the seafarers, people already work on a cruise ship, like people from Carnival, people from Royal, people from MSC, so they can kind of challenge each other and then see who's gonna be the ship gonna get more people in the finals. But because I know that most of you guys already have the desire to in the future work on board, so we want to open for you guys as well as students, right? And no matter which school you're coming from, but we are highlighting OTC as a part of CTI. Go home. I know you guys love to cook. Put your camera and with your love and your passion, show us what you're learning, right? To talk about it. Like, today I'm going to cook. I'm going to prepare this. Show the ingredients. Show how you prepare, how you love, how you're passionate about it.
And sing a song.
Yeah.
So many people from Asia sing.
Maybe you can show us how to make a bed in 30 seconds in 1 minute. I don't know. Do something different, right? So come prepare a different drink and filming. Go to our website cti-usa.com and register. And you know what? Because we have $4,000 in prizes, and the first place will win by himself or by herself $1,000, or it can be even a group.
What could you do with $1,000?
I just can, travel, go around the world, because $1,000 is a lot of money. But anyhow, you can do as a group. Like in Bissau, I'm very shy. Go bring some colleagues with you. Like, say, hey, come join me. Like, maybe you guys keep in mind social distance because a lot of things going on. But if you can do something as a group, go ahead.
And even with your family, right? Do you know how many people are doing the Jerusalem Challenge?
Wow.
It is just global. 5 billion people.
I want to make sure that you guys are watching us right this moment. You click on this button and you give your like. Your like, it's important. You stay with us until the end. We have more position available. And as we mentioned, guys, we are hiring right now. We are looking for people that have the C1G visa that is ready to join. If you're ready to join, have a C1G visa, go to our website and apply right now. I'm just going to keep saying this on and on because we do need people.
And as Eduardo says, hit the like button. Even if you've done it before, hit the like button. But I like when people subscribe. It makes me feel secure when people, because it lets me know that, hey, they care about what we do.
Subscribe is great, but the most important thing I'm going to tell you guys right now is watch us. Watch what we do. You know what? Because I just noticed that even if I'm not subscribed to someone else's channel, if I start to watch a video and I watch a video for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or an hour, sometimes I get some really good content and I start to go on and on. What happened is the YouTube understand that I like that content, and then next time when I open my YouTube channel, that person is there again, even without subscribe.
But if you do subscribe, you're the first to know.
Yeah, it's good, but watch is the most important thing is watching. The second important thing is give your like, and the third most important is you subscribe. If you do all these 3 steps, you're good, because
then you're part of the CTI family.
Because as you start to watch, the YouTube recommends videos from CTI all the time, so it comes right in front of your feed. But anyhow, guys, I want to invite all you guys to be part of a Maritime challenge. This is a great challenge. This is something that is going to bring joy for your environment.
No one else is doing this that I know.
And last year, people from OTC, they won a prize. If I'm not mistaken, the lady was in the finals.
We had some twins, was it?
We have some twins that went until to the semifinals. Yeah. And we have one lady that she went to the final. She went to the final.
And the guy from Royal Caribbean won.
The guy from Royal Caribbean won.
And where was the guy from Carnival and MSC?
And the good thing about the guys from the school, from OTC or any other one, that you have all the people supporting you.
Absolutely.
You need votes. You need to say, hey, do that for me. You become popular, guys. This is your chance to be popular.
When you get in class, say, hey, have you heard about the Maritime Challenge? What? Let's do something together so we can see ourselves on TV.
That's great. On TV.
Yes, on YouTube TV. Why not? And you can watch it over and over and over, not like a regular TV. All right, there are 141 cruise ships on the way that are going to start sailing in July. So when we keep saying we have positions, that's what we have. Now, guess who's going to have the most berths?
I don't know even what this word.
Oh, berth? Berth happens to be a cabin. Right, of how when they build a ship, they say it has so many berths. That means
berth, like people born?
No, it's a different berth. when they build a ship, this is economies of scale, right? Mm-hmm. The ship, the motor costs all this kind of stuff, and then you put how many passengers you're going to have in the ship. right? Those are called berths.
You
so
know,
if you go into a cabin and there are 2 beds in there, that's 2 berths, right?
It's crazy to talk about this. Just a quick reminder. When I joined CTI here 3 years ago, I remember CTI had a app, and then we went to Virgin to do the presentation about this app.
Right.
And I studied the whole app, like for days, like 2 or 4 days, and I studied the app. And I learned a lot of things about the cruise industry because I never work on board. I like hospitality. I love hospitality. I never work on board, so which means I'm not familiar with some words and some, and bridge for me, what's bridge? Bridge is something that I pass with the car, I pass with walking through, like that's a bridge. And I was into the presentation. Sometimes I'm too honest and I shouldn't be this way because lack of knowledge, guys, it's important because when you ask, you learn. If you don't ask, you never learn. And momentos like that, it make you memorize because I was giving the presentation at Virgin and then I say, hey guys, by the way, through this app, I just learned what bridge means because until now I didn't know what bridge means. And it was like a very funny because I was because everybody walk on board and say, of course you have to know what bridge means, right? So the captain stays and with all the commands
where he drives the ship.
Of the ship, but I didn't know back then. So
guys, so
we don't know things
those guys in Indonesia, tidak malu, right? Tidak malu means do not be shy.
Yeah.
Do not be shy. Speak up. Bring out your interpersonality.
Yeah, and people,
you don't have that problem.
No, I don't have it. I'm gonna be judged based upon things that I know. Nobody can judge about. I don't speak Thai. I don't speak Chinese. So how can you judge me on that? So I just don't speak. So.
Okay, but you can learn a few words.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the berths. What cruise line has the most berths? What do you think?
Carnival. Carnival is the largest.
No. Not for the restart.
Okay, Royal.
No.
Okay, Robert, let's go.
MSC. MSC is the fastest growing cruise line at the moment. Doesn't mean they're the largest, but they're the fastest to be bringing on new ships. So when we talk about berths, right, when on July 1st, the biggest cruise line, or the cruise line that will have the most beds in the water, because that's considered a berth.
I still don't get it. What is berth means?
Berth, okay. Let me break it down for you. You go into a cabin, and there's 2 beds. Those are called berths. So that room has 2, right? If you go into a cabin where there's just 1 big single bed, that's 1. Or you can go to a cabin where there's bunk beds.
Why don't you say how many the cruise line has more beds? Make it easy, right? Make it simple for us to understand the beds.
They call them berths, just so you know. Okay, the cruise line with the most berths starting on July will be MSC. Number 2 is Royal Caribbean. Number 3 is Carnival. Number 4 is Celebrity. Number 5 is Costa. And then we go TUI, AIDA, Princess, Dream Cruises, and Viking, and so on.
Yeah, maybe guys, you go choose the one that has less beds because then you might end up have your own room with your own bed.
Ooh,
if has more beds,
check that out.
Yeah, think about it. If you have more beds, maybe you're gonna put 4 people in the same room.
Well, during the the test cruises and getting the cruise lines up and running again, the crew are supposed to have cabins with balconies. Just for the first 2 weeks, for the quarantine period, cabins with balconies. So, talk about nice.
That's a good momentum for you to show how you handle yourself
and to do your maritime challenge while you're sitting in there.
You know what happened? I read one book. I forgot the name, but the book, one of the part of the book, the chapters was mentioned like, can you handle yourself? The thing is like, can you handle yourself? Try to stay 1 week on a place that only you, and now you have to stay 2 weeks. That's a good moment when you start to find out more things about yourself. Because people, they never realize that. They always with friends, with family. Right. Now you're going to be by yourself.
So guess what? You're going to be communicating. And I believe on all the ships now, they're giving WhatsApp. So we're going to give out a WhatsApp number, and we're going to have people call in.
Let's give your WhatsApp right now.
I don't have it with me right at the moment.
Okay, next week we're going to bring the WhatsApp. You guys are going to be able to contact us live.
Right from the ship.
When I say hello, how send you your picture right now, we're going to pass you on the screen next week.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Now, we talk about the most needed is culinary.
Mm-hmm.
And we all love culinary. We all love food. I mean, the young people now are called foodies and talk about good stuff. All right, let's talk about some of the culinary positions we need. Let's go to the video. game.
Yeah, it's the number one, is the most seeking position. So guys, one more time, go to our website right now and apply.
You know, the thing about culinary is when you're in high demand, you know what that usually means? You can say, I think I need more money because I'm in high demand. My staff do that, but I tell them, I said, it's not happening. So let's get on with the day.
Guys, we have final interviews right now, next week for culinary. Next week, if you apply today, maybe on Monday you'll get the documentation ready, and then we can present you next week. And we also have next week final interviews for deck and engine. So all the position for deck and engine we are looking for right now, right this moment. And if you have your C1 visa ready, it's like much better. You're gonna be moving faster than others.
We've got a deck and engine video. Let's go to it. You know, deck and engine is such a specialized skill, so I admire all those guys. They're down there keeping the, you know, a lot of them you don't see, right, except sometimes when you're on the ship you'll see an engineer walking around or whatever, but they're below deck keeping things running, making sure that the crew and not only the passengers are safe. Now I have a question for you. Why was that lady with the guitar on there?
Yeah, because they're the ones that really keep the entertainment going on. Like, if the ship stops, what you gonna do, right? So
you sing and dance.
Yeah, they're the really ones who is making the difference there. So some of the guys working on deck, some guys working down to the engine, and they enjoy themselves. They are really part of this team. When we see a ship and then we see the outside, you know, and then we don't actually appreciate much. Right, so and try to understand how this works, because we always, I want to go to the bar, I want to go to the restaurant, I want to go to my room and see everything is clean. But understand, to all that thing, all the functionality works really well. We depends of those people who work as all
below deck and keeping the engine running,
painting, you know.
But the crew knows that. The crew know that very well.
Yeah, for those people work internally, they know. But like maybe some even passengers, they don't like, because when you go to a hotel, like, you don't see the people that work in the maintenance, like doing the maintenance, make sure that things is going to work. But that person is really important. That person is part of the team. That person is the one who literally keep the ship up and running. So we are looking for you right now. We have final interviews right next week. Go
deck
to our
and engine,
website.
yes, we
go
need
to
you
our
now.
website right now, cti-usa.com, and say, hey, I work in the deck positions, I work in the engine positions, and apply.
You know, I remember when, and I go back to the days when I was working on board, and you talk about the crew and the excitement, is we would go to Acapulco, right? And Acapulco is Mexico, and we would always bring a big mariachi band on board, and it would be for the passengers. We'd take them through the dining room and through the bars and lounges, but then we would have them go down into the crew area. They would go down into the engine room and they would play a mariachi band, and they would always say, we are so happy you take us to the crew area, because the crew have such enthusiasm, right? When you walk in the kitchen and all at once you've got all these horns playing and the mariachi band is singing, you know, the crew show a great excitement, and that was always always a great thing that we used to do, and you know, a good memory for that to
Like
happen.
50s? When was
No,
that?
I think it was about 1920, if I remember
On the
right.
Titanic?
Okay, one day,
On the Titanic.
one day you'll grow some hair.
Mr.
and be an
Churchill walked
adult.
on board when it was the Titanic.
Exactly.
He one of the survivors.
Yep. I'm the Titanic survivor. Okay, let's move on. Virgin Voyages out making the name for itself. Of course, all cruise lines are out there pushing, but Virgin Voyages is going to be part of the Marine Hotel Association Symposium, which is going to be happening at sea. And so all of those in the Marine Hotel Association, what happens is many suppliers get together, and this time they're going to do it on Virgin Voyages. So congratulations to them. A little seminar at sea, and maybe we should send some of our staff, except you.
Yeah, I don't have to go.
New
Definitely
positions.
don't.
Let's talk about new positions right now that we need for Virgin.
Again?
Yes, this is Virgin positions. Restaurant, bar servers. There's about 50 of them here. There's about 60 cooks that we need. We need chefs, sous chefs. These just came in the other day. We need garde manger. We need housekeeping. We need pantry. We need assistant cooks. I'm just looking at the list here as they're on my screen. Chef de partie, assistant, butchers, utilities, cleaners, restaurant attendants.
Yeah, they all
Laundry.
come across with who we are hiring right now.
Yeah.
And as we mentioned to you guys, go to our website in the end of this live. Don't delay. You can apply right now. But before you submit your resume, double check, please, and give me more details about your skills, about experience you have, gained along the years. And let's move you forward. Let's put you on board. Next week we have final interviews, and I want you to be in.
Absolutely. So don't forget to share this video with your friends as well. If you know someone who may be looking for a job, just turn around and you can click the share button and send it off to someone to watch, because we appreciate everyone who is with us. And again, as we close the show today, just as we started, we have a picture we want to leave you with, and it says a million words, the picture itself. So we thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you, throughout the week, because we got videos coming up. Go to our website, lots of videos. Some of the videos talk about quarantine and what you need to do in quarantine and how you need to prepare for quarantine. So take those. We'll have pictures next week of the guys who all flew from Bali, the 300. We have the flights, we have the videos. So please be sure and join us for that. And next week we even have more positions coming up.
We do. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget, before you finish here, click on the button to subscribe on our channel, give your like, so you guys have an amazing weekend, and also be part of a Maritime Challenge, be part of what we do. And don't forget, next week we have final interviews. I want you guys be in.
All right, guys, thank you so much. God bless everyone. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Bye.